Wow, look at that, guys. How's it going, everyone? It's Gavin from Ballsy, and in this video we're going to be cutting clutch number 2 from the 2020 season. Now I'm going to go, before we get into this, I did cut the eggs a little bit early, around about 5 days before. Now I set my hatch date 55 days from the day they lay. However, they tend to hatch around about 53-54 days. That's due to the temperature in the incubator being slightly higher than the standard 89. I can tell you now, within the incubator, it's running at 90 degrees. Within the egg tubs, it's running at 88, and the incubator is set at 91. So you can see why I slightly incubate slightly higher, but of course that makes them hatch a little bit sooner. I have no issues with them hatching that little bit sooner. I prefer to have it a little bit warmer than a little bit cooler. I've known issues happen when the incubator is a little bit cooler. With that being said, guys, I'm not telling you to go out there and start incubating at 91 degrees Fahrenheit. This is something I've learned over the years, and it's something that I've put into practice, and I've collected the data over the years. The standard, let's say, guideline is 89 degrees Fahrenheit. As long as you incubate the way I incubate and with the same incubation methods, then I can help you and you can follow this, and it's pretty straightforward. I tend to do the idiot proof, if you like. However, there is plenty of incubation methods out there, and they all work to some degree. However, for me, like I said, the way I incubate is idiot proof, and it works. Simple. It's not overcomplicated, it's dead easy. I'll try and throw some links up above somewhere for you to follow the incubation build videos that I did, and also setting up the egg boxes. That's the way I incubate. I always have. It's always been fail safe, and if I do have any issues within the eggs or with the babies, then I know it's basically an embryo issue or a clutch issue, not an incubation issue. So with that being said, I did cut the eggs a little bit early, around about 5 days early, and the reason for that was because I was genuinely concerned over 1 or 2 babies, or one or two eggs, and I was right to be worried. And again, this is something that comes with time, it comes with experience. You know, you open a clutch, you look at it, you're like, something doesn't look quite right. I was perfectly right to worry, because one of the babies was actually wrapped around its umbilical cord. In the cutting video, you will see that baby, and hopefully you will be able to see the umbilical cord wrapped around. So I didn't film it, guys, because I have filmed that procedure before, and I was more concerned about getting the baby untangled. But I can tell you now, it's perfectly healthy, and all babies are perfectly healthy. Before we go into the egg cutting video, let's have a look at the parents. So the mom was an Enchi female, beautiful banding, beautiful colours. She's been absolutely awesome and a proven breeder time and time again. She's currently sold and going to a beautiful home pretty much the end of this month. The male in question was a Enchi special. Now this dude is absolutely stunning. I love his colours, very bright, very bold, and again very banded. This guy is awesome, love him to death. So there we have it, guys. Those are the parents, and now we're going to get into the egg cutting video, and after this I will do the cleanup video and I'll tag that on at the end. Okay guys, as I said, I'm going to look at this clutch, but I'm really, a little bit concerned that some of these eggs, especially this one, it is drying up a little bit more than what I like. Now I am using the Herp Exotic hatch trays, so it's pretty easy. We can just lift these out and sort of move them along, this and the other, but I'm just going to keep them in there for now. They've been incubated on the egg tray because they were all loose. Normally how they lay is how they stay for me, but because these eggs were loose, I wanted to put them on the hatch trays, which is what I've done. So we're going to have a look at the eggs themselves. Every clutch is different. I don't change the way I incubate, it's just the clutch that may react different to the temperatures. So without further ado, let's get in and have a look. So let's go with this one, because this is the one I'm a little bit concerned about. I've got no pippage, but I'm still doing things the way I've always done it, and I've never had any issues. So let's take a look. So it looks like we've potentially got an inch in that one, but again, we'll have a look. Just wanted to make sure it's okay, and it seems to be perfectly well. That is an Enchy combo, possibly super Enchy or special Enchy, but we'll have a look moving forward. Let's have a look at this other one, because this is a small one as well. Just pinching here and rubbing or just rolling the tops to try and help the veins sort of come away from the top. At this stage, if I do hit a vein, it's not the end of the world. Like I said, they will go on and thrive. I just want to make sure that there's no issues regarding the babies. Again, either an Enchy. Now this one looks different to this one, so I would say this is more yellow, this is more orange, so I would say this is potentially an Enchy special. Okay, now you guys won't be able to see, but I can see that the umbilical cord is wrapped around the body of this snake. Now it may well be that the snake will get itself untangled, but I can certainly see that the umbilical cord, if you guys can see just there in the middle, just there, is the wrong side of the snake. So that was something I was kind of fearful of, and I'm always fearful of that because it is a reality. And in the wild, again, you know, some of these would make it, some of these wouldn't. And my job in captivity, I feel, is to make sure that every baby has a fighting chance. So at the moment, I'm not going to intervene with that until probably till tomorrow or the day after. I'm just going to keep an eye on it, but that's one of the reasons why I like to cut, just to make sure that the babies are not tangled in their umbilical cord. Again, the position of that baby doesn't look the best. It's reacting when I move. Yeah, it's reacting. So that looks to me like a potential special, but again, we'll keep an eye on that clutch, or on that baby, sorry, as it grows over the next few days. Hopefully with this as well, what I like to do is I'm able to see their movement, as in how they're positioning themselves. Now he's moving on his own, which is great, but again, just keep an eye on that one. And sometimes, guys, when you've been doing this a long time, you sort of, you know, every day, well, I wouldn't say every day, but every time you check on a clutch, let's say, you kind of have a feel of that clutch doesn't look right, or there's something wrong, or there's something, you know, you get this hunch that something's not quite right. And that again is something that you can't really show. You've just got to, you know, time and experience comes into play. Again, another Enchi, possible special Enchi. Experience plays a lot with breeding, and again, I can only try and, you know, educate and help you guys, but when it all comes down to it, it is experience. And sometimes you just get this gut feeling, or something doesn't look right or doesn't feel right with a snake clutch or with the clutch itself, and you have a particular, you know, and again, like I said, that one there, so a bit of a blood vessel there, nothing to worry about. So again, another Enchi. Again, this looks like an Enchi, but we'll see a bit closer when they're due to come out. The last egg. Wow, that's the one. Wow, look at that, guys. That right there is a Super Enchi special, and my God, is that going to be absolutely crazy. The yellows look phenomenal in this animal. Wow, wow. Male or female, that thing is going to be awesome. So my hunch is kind of right. We've got a baby over here that's tangled in its umbilical cord that we need to keep an eye on. We've got a potential baby here which is lying a little bit funny. Again, fingers crossed that will be okay. I'll know more once it starts moving, and again, I'll check on these every sort of 8 hours just to make sure that the rotation is all okay, that they're moving okay, and again, that baby hopefully untangles itself, but again, we will see in the next sort of 8 hours, 16 hours. Okay, let's have a look at these babies in a lot more detail. As you can see from the egg cutting video, all the babies made it out perfectly. Now, what's absolutely nuts about this is every baby is an Enchi. So let's look back at the pairing. It was a special Enchi to an Enchi female, and this is when the odds gods shine down on you. Not one normal baby. They are all an Enchi or an Enchi combo. So when the special is laid on top, it tends to get a little bit better with age. So it's always a little bit difficult to tell. So first off, this one in the egg I thought was a special. However, it is an Enchi. And I believe this just to be a regular Enchi. Again, I'll know more once they shed out. And this one, so this one's a little boy. So really what I'm looking for in this clutch is a Super Enchi special. Male or female, predominantly a female, fingers being crossed, but I'm grateful that this clutch has turned out absolutely awesome. So what I believe I've got in here now are special Enchis and Super Enchi specials. But again, we'll know more once they've shed out. So let's have a look at this one. No particular order. And again, the Enchi and the special work really well. Now, you don't see many of these for sale, and what I love about this project is you could go either way. You could put it in the clown project, or you could put it in the pied project. Special and Enchi work well in both recessives, and also not forgetting it works really well in Orange Ghost or Hypo. It works really well in Desert Ghost and in Ultramel. So in actual fact, there's so many different ways you could go with this project. It's unreal, and I can't wait for these to shed out. So let's have a look what this one is. So this one is a beautiful girl. So here we have another, again, Enchi special. Again, beautiful coloration, very heavily banded, and again, such a powerful 2-gene combo. Really do love the Enchi special, and it is very underrated. So I believe this one is a little boy. Again, Enchi special. But look at the head stamp on this guy. It looks like he's got a crown or an Adidas symbol on the top of his head. Absolutely awesome. So this one is another boy. And again, another one. And I'm truly blessed with the odds on this one, guys. Just stunning. So this is a nice girl. And I may, if the other to the left, if there's not a girl in there, I will probably end up keeping this one. But this is an absolutely stunning example. You imagine Orange Dream or Yellow Belly in this combo to just be mind-blowing. Now the last two I believe to be Super Enchi specials, but again, once they shed out I'll know more. So let's have a look at this one. And this was the one with the umbilical cord that was stuck around it. And again, we've got the Super Enchi bringing in the wider eye stripe. And again, with the Super Enchi, it brings in more colour, more patterning, or more banding, should I say. But again, you can certainly see this is an absolutely beautiful animal. So I think this may be a male. It's hard to tell. It could be a male, but we'll see. And the last one, which is certainly my favourite, which was the first one to come out, is this, again, Super Enchi special. And again, we can see the reduced pattern, you know, due to the Super Enchi. And again, the special, once it sheds, will absolutely brighten up the pattern like crazy. Beautiful head stamp, beautiful eye bands. Just overall, very, very powerful combo to have with it being a Super Enchi. Let's have a look if it's male or female. Yeah, so this is a keeper, this is a female. So she will be replacing the mom, and she's an absolutely beautiful example. So while we're here, guys, I might as well show you how I set them up once they've come out the egg. They have a little bit of a cleanup like I've showed you. Then I put them in a vision tub like so. I think this is the V15 or the V18, I can't quite remember now. And basically we've got kitchen roll and we have warm water. Now I want to stress the reason why I keep them on tissue or kitchen roll instead of it being a repped chip or some type of bedding. And the reason for that is underneath where their umbilical cord is, you know, it's still quite tender and I want it to heal. So I don't want any bark or any type of substrate getting in there. So by doing it this way, get in, little boy, or yeah, boy or girl. So by doing it this way, it certainly does help the healing process. And not only that, you know, they've got fresh water there, which they will drink from. And again, they've got a bit of a cool end and a nice warm end there. So they'll just chill there. Normally mine shed out 10 days after they've come out the egg. So I'm going to leave this one with you guys. I hope this video helps and I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, smash that notification bell and smash that like button. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I really do love to see you guys interact down below in the comment box. But for now, guys, stay safe, keep your family safe, stay inside and save lives. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.